Welcome to the City of Battle Creek, Michigan, and the Battle Creek City Commission meeting for March 7th, 2023. It is 7 p.m. We're going to stand and have a moment of silence for our invocation, and then I'm going to call upon Commissioner Chris Simmons to do our pledge. Thank you for being here, and please stand for a moment of silence. Commissioner Simmons?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Chris Simmons. Next item on our agenda is the roll call. Madam Clerk, when you're ready, please call the roll.
Commissioner Ballard.
Present.
Commissioner Lance.
Here.
Commissioner Morris is noted as absent today. Commissioner O'Donnell is also noted as absent today. Mayor Benke.
Here.
Commissioner Reynolds.
Present.
Commissioner Simmons.
Here.
Commissioner Smith.
Present.
Vice Mayor Sophia.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next item on our agenda is the proclamations and awards, and we have two that we're going to present. And Mark Barber is here from Milestone Senior Services and will be receiving this first one. Mark, if you could come forward, I appreciate that. And then our second proclamation be National Women's History Month 2023 proclamation. We're going to have three of our city commissioners, or at least two of them, receive this proclamation, and then we're going to mention some of the other people that stand out in our community when it comes for the History Month, National Women's History Month 2023. So Mark, please come forward. Thank you. Sorry. And this is, I'll bring it down there. Oh, that one, you need that. That's some other stuff.
Yeah, just see that there.
Mark, thank you very much for being here, and we really want to thank, on behalf of the citizens of Battle Creek, for your efforts in working with the people throughout, not only Battle Creek, but throughout Calhoun and Kalamazoo County when it comes to the delivery of Meals on Wheels. We feel it's a very important thing to provide to the people of our city and our county, and we would like to have you just talk a little bit about it and tell us how you guys do what you do.
First, I just wanted to say we couldn't do what we do without the help of our volunteers, community leaders, elected officials, and the Calhoun County Senior Millage, which primarily funds the Meals on Wheels program. We deliver to over 400 clients in the Calhoun County area and produce over 500 meals a day for delivery. Our program is somewhat of a daily safety check as well. Many of the seniors we serve do not get regular visits from anyone. They've aged the family and friends out a lot of times, so that daily safety check is very important. We serve hot, cold, frozen meals for picky eaters. We have a diverse menu of over 40 different option meals that they can choose from as well if they're wanting to choose what they want to eat. We provide many special diets to meet some medical and also preference diets. But again, we couldn't do what we do without the help of our volunteers in delivering the meals.
Well, Mark, thank you very much. And if you could provide one more item, do you have a phone number that if anyone's watching this, that maybe they know someone that needs the service, that you could share the phone number so they can call?
If anyone knows someone that could benefit from the service or would like to help us in contributing to deliver Meals on Wheels and volunteering, that number is 1-866-200-8877, and extension 100 is what they would like to dial, what they would need to dial.
Mark, thank you very much. And if you could just, thanks, and we'll have a couple pictures, and everyone will be happy. Commissioner Reynolds and Vice Mayor Sophia would please come forward. I would like to present this proclamation to both of you, and then I'd like to also have you mention a few things that you would like to share with the public about this very important proclamation. And it's about the changing of our face a little bit, because more and more women are becoming leaders in our community, and we feel it's a time thing. And here in the city of Battle Creek, our city attorney and our city manager are both in key leadership roles, which is very beneficial to the citizens of Battle Creek and doing above and beyond in their efforts. So we appreciate that. We also have a superintendent of the Battle Creek Public Schools, Kim Carter, who works tirelessly at doing great things with our Battle Creek Public Schools. And we have 2 city commissioners here. Now, if this were given out last year, we would have had 7. So we appreciate their efforts. We also want to thank the city staff, city employees, and then I have a list of other people that I'd like to share that I wrote down today, and I was on hold for a long period of time. First of all, we have Deborah Saley, president of the A. Philip Randolph Society, and she has done a great job there for over 20 years. We have Pastor Monique French. She's a District 2 County Commissioner, pastor of Washington Heights Community Ministries, and she's done a great job, new to Battle Creek from Saginaw. We have the CEO of the Kellogg Foundation, Lejeune Montgomery Tabaron, and she is the 12th leader of the 93-year-old foundation, and I believe that she has now served 10 years as the CEO of the Kellogg Foundation. We knew is Stacy Wines, Chief Executive Officer of Carewell Services in Southwest Michigan. She was just recently appointed. We have Kathy Suvetti, the chairperson of the Calhoun County Board of Commissioners, District 3 Commissioner. Kyra Wallace, CEO of Southwest Michigan Urban League. We have Brenda Hunt, CEO of the Battle Creek Community Foundation. Helen Guzzo, Senior Services Manager. Calhoun County Administrator Kelly Scott. Diane Thompson, Calhoun County District 6 Commissioner, and then CEO of Binder Park Zoo. So we thank each and every one of these people who are making a difference in the lives of the citizens of Battle Creek, and we applaud them, we thank them, and we look forward to elevating more women in our community to leadership roles. Carla, would you like to say something?
Great, sure. Thank you, Mayor, for this wonderful proclamation. It represents the women of our community and what we do every day to support our community and our fellow citizens, our students. Just grateful to be able to be a representation of the community and to share the work that needs to be done. Thank you.
Thank you. It is said that well-behaved women seldom make history, and I would say that Calhoun County is full of women who may not be quite as well-behaved as elsewhere. When I talk to people from around the state, they are amazed at the number of women in our community that are in leadership roles. And I am very proud to be a part of this community. I'm proud to stand here with Commissioner Reynolds, and unfortunately Commissioner Morris couldn't be with us tonight. All of the wonderful city staff, community leaders. I thank you all for everything that you do.
Thank you. And if we could have Eric take a picture, we'd appreciate it. Thank you. Next item on our agenda is Chair noting any added or deleted resolutions.
There were none.
Thank you very much. Petitions, communications, and reports.
We did receive one communication today, and it was forwarded to all of the commissioners along with management from Upjohn Institute, Ben Damerow, in support of Resolution 87. He was not able to be here this evening.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Next item on our agenda is public comment regarding consent agenda and resolutions not on the consent agenda. If you'd like to make public comment regarding the consent agenda and resolutions not on the consent agenda, please raise your hand and we will acknowledge you to come forward to the podium. You'll have 3 minutes to make your comments. Please state your name and address before beginning your comment and indicate which resolution you are speaking to. Is there anyone that would like to make public comments at this time? Yes, Ms. Guzzo.
Hi, I'm Helen Guzzo from Calhoun County Senior Services. I live at 125 Sterling Court in Battle Creek. And I have been with the county for 6 years, and I'm here to support Meals on Wheels. It's one of the most important programs that Senior Millage funds. So Senior Millage in 2022 spent $4.1 million of your tax dollars helping 21 different programs, funding 21 different programs, and we serve 6,760 seniors countywide. There's 33,000 seniors, so we served about 22% of the seniors in one of those 21 programs. And I just wanted to say that Meals on Wheels is a partnership. We spent $482,000, and then CareWell Services, our area agency on aging for Calhoun and Berry County, also spent about the same amount of money. We do not have a wait list for home-delivered meals in Calhoun County because of our voters' support of Senior Millage. So it's a great thing that 350 seniors who are homebound get a meal delivered Monday through Friday by volunteers. We have over 20 volunteers a day help deliver those meals. Pretty amazing. But I just want to share that in 2022, 772 seniors ate 23,656 meals and socialized at 6 group meal sites. So these are at Bedford Manor, Cherry Hill, Springview Towers, Westbrook Place. Our poorest, most vulnerable seniors are living in those affordable housing complexes, and they're getting a meal service because of this partnership between Milestone Senior Services, Calhoun County Senior Services, and CareWell Services, our area agency on aging. So and then we just opened a restaurant dining program in Athens at the Copper Kettle, and it's been amazing. So many people have been eating there, and we're trying to expand that to more restaurants around Calhoun County. And then over a course of a year, 705 homebound seniors received 43,031 home-delivered meals. So that's the impact of Senior Millage in the community.
Thank you very much, Helen, and we appreciate your leadership with that organization, too. Thank you. Are there any other public comments at this time? Jim Hotzma, our state representative.
Thank you, Mayor Benke, and good evening, and good evening to other commissioners and staff. Vice Mayor Sophia and I were fortunate enough to participate about 10 days or so ago in the Haven Life Recovery Program graduation program, and right across the street at First United Methodist. And I mentioned to Vice Mayor Sophia at the time that we have to do something about the retaining wall around the perimeter of City Hall. I'm pleased that City Hall has been improved significantly in terms of its edifice, but what people see when they come in on 66, go past City Hall, is this caved in, falling apart retaining wall around the perimeter of our City Hall property. And this past Saturday, Mayor Benke was kind enough to go to one of my coffee hours at Mr. Don's over on 20th Street in Springfield, and we had a great time meeting with different voters and talking about city issues as well as state issues. And I addressed to Mayor Benke the same issue. What are we going to do about that retaining wall around the perimeter of City Hall? And he had his stuff with him and said, I have it right here. And he actually told me what resolution it was and that you're voting on it tonight. So I thought, I am going to stop by and commend you, assuming you all vote for this, for supporting Resolution 85. I think it's really an important curbside appeal component to the city of Battle Creek. And if you've just looked at it while you come in, you know how important this is to get replaced. Thank you for hopefully your support of Resolution 85. And thank you, Mayor Benke, for bringing it to my attention this past Saturday.
No problem, State Representative Jim Hansma, but I think all the thanks needs to go to our Vice Mayor, because I think our Vice Mayor took your message and conveyed it to our city manager, and that's why it's on the agenda, so.
So in addition to the messenger, I want to commend Vice Mayor Sophia for getting it to the city manager, because I didn't call the city manager in the interim between those 2 weekends. So thank you all.
The buck stopped at her desk. Thank you very much. Are there any other public comments? Yes, ma'am.
Hello, I am Dr. Nakia Bayless. I serve as the Executive Director of the Village Network of Battle Creek, and I'm here tonight in support of Resolution 87. We're hoping that you understand that while we are absolutely documenting and going by the rules and regulations that were provided by the federal government under ARPA, that we're requesting to remove some barriers for us so that we can just simply unconstrict our work a little bit and be able to operate and achieve the outcomes under which we are responsible and accountable for under our ARPA award. So just here and happy to be with community members. We also have members here that are part of the network and support. And again, we just are looking for an opportunity to remove a barrier so that we can continue to do the work and good work in the community and get these resources to the ground.
Thank you very much, Doctor, and thank you for your leadership and guidance with this organization. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other public comments at this time? John?
John Kennepick, 234 South Avenue. I'm going to be speaking in regards to the beginning, hopefully the second one too, Resolution 84. It says, a resolution seeking acceptance of the lowest responsive bid for 2023 Skyline and Hill-Brady Roundabout project from Hoffman Brothers in an estimated amount of $1,753,903.35. And in the backup material, unless something was overlooked, it said that Battle Creek Unlimited was going to be paying that $1,753,000 plus dollars. And in doing a little bit of research in the situation, in back resolutions when roundabouts were being discussed, particularly in that area, a little over $500,000 was coming from the Air National Guard base for that section, and there might have been grants coming in from different locations that had to do with the same basic equivalent amount of the $1,753,000. And my curiosity was not an objection to the amount, but is Battle Creek's Unlimited just solo to this money coming into the system, or are grants or other monies flowing in from other directions that make up that $1,753,000 plus dollars, and what locations and who is actually paying for that other than Battle Creek Unlimited? Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments at this time? Thank you very much. We'll move on to commission comment regarding meeting business.
I move for the approval of our consent agenda.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve our consent agenda. Are there any questions or comments or clarifications that the City Commission has at this time? Seeing none, please vote on the consent agenda. The consent agenda has been approved. Next item on our agenda is Resolution 84. Madam Clerk, when you're ready.
A solicitation with drawings was issued January 19th, 2023 for the reconstruction of the intersection of Skyline and Hill-Brady into a roundabout and connect the intersection into what will soon become the new entrance for the Battle Creek Air National Guard Base. The bids were reviewed by the Department of Public Works, and recommendation was made to accept the lowest responsible bid from Hoffman Brothers. The purchasing manager concurs with this department's recommendation that the contract award to this firm would be in the best interest of the City of Battle Creek. This resolution, if approved, accepts the lowest responsible bid for the 2023 Skyline and Hill Brady Roundabout project from Hoffman Brothers, Inc., in an estimated amount of $1,753,903.35, with unit prices prevailing. The city manager or her designee is also authorized to approve change orders for up to 10% in aggregate for city-initiated and pre-approved changes for unforeseen field conditions that are not itemized in the contract.
I move for the approval of Resolution 84.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve Resolution 84. Are there any comments, questions, or clarifications needed by the City Commission at this time? Commissioner Simmons.
I'd just like to make the comment that I am employed out at the Battle Creek Air National Guard Base, and this is going to be a much welcome change to our current ingress and egress out of the base. Right now, our main gate is on Dickman Road. It's pretty treacherous. When I go to work out there in the morning, the traffic, I'm trying to turn left into the base, and the traffic is flying by at 60, 65 miles an hour. We also have near our main gate on Dickman Road a contractor's gate, and we have large trucks that come through there. And then when I leave in the evening, trying to turn out and battle the traffic that's coming from the Fort Custer Industrial Park, it is just, it can get pretty treacherous. So the federal government in the last year's budget allocated something like $10 million for a construction of a new gate that is off that main drag there on Dickman Road and put it back on Skyline Drive. And so I guess I would like to say the city, Battle Creek Unlimited, Battle Creek Air National Guard Base, it sounds like we've all worked very well together to put a plan to create this roundabout. And I know there are some people have negative feelings about roundabouts, but from a security standpoint from our base, it's a traffic calming device, and it prevents someone from taking a vehicle and maybe reaching a high speed to try to ram, our security system at the gate. So that's going to be helpful. And then it's going to help the employees, the people who visit the base, the contractors, the vendors, the transport that comes out there, to have that all centralized off of Skyline Drive at Hill Brady Road. So again, just commend staff for working with the base and Battle Creek Unlimited to get this project done. And I'm looking forward to seeing the results over the next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Simmons. Any other commission comments at this time? Seeing none, would you please vote on Resolution 84? Resolution 84 has been approved. Next item on our agenda is Resolution 85. Madam Clerk, when you're ready.
The existing City Hall building, constructed in 1914, features classic-styled architecture and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. A retaining wall is located at the public sidewalk edge at three sides of the building, with curved corners defining the entrances into the building. A solicitation including drawings to replace this retaining wall was issued February 2nd, 2023. This project consists of replacement of City Hall's historic retaining wall that surrounds the south and west elevations of the property. The replacement wall will replicate the S-curve shape while preserving the capstones and adding a drainage component. This resolution, if approved, accepts the lowest responsible bid for City Hall retaining wall replacement project from Schweitzer Incorporated in a not-to-exceed amount of $1,171,604.50. The total bid amount includes a 10% contingency for unforeseen conditions encountered in the field.
Move for the approval of Resolution 85.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve Resolution number 85. Are there any comments, questions, or clarifications needed by the City Commission? Seeing none, would you please vote on Resolution 85? Resolution 85 has been approved. Next item on our agenda is Resolution 86. Madam Clerk, when you're ready.
A solicitation with drawings was issued January 20th, 2020 for the City of Battle Creek Elevated Water Storage Tank Improvements Project. This project includes interior and exterior piping and foundation maintenance for the water tower on Gethings Road and the Emmett Water Tower at 11 Mile Road with a few additional minor repairs. This resolution, if approved, accepts the lowest responsible bid for the City of Battle Creek Elevated Water Storage Tank Improvements from L&T Paint Company Incorporated in a not-to-exceed amount of $590,620. The city manager or her designee is also authorized to approve change orders for up to 10% in aggregate for city-initiated and pre-approved changes for unforeseen field conditions that are not itemized in the contract.
Move for the approval of Resolution 86.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve Resolution 86. Are there any comments, questions, or clarifications? Commissioner Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I hate to make a habit of this, but, but I suppose it constitutes somewhat of a champagne problem here, but the lowest bid is about $400,000 lower than the highest, and it's certainly well below the median. I just want to make sure, and I suppose Ted is the right person to look at for this. We're confident in L&T Painting, Inc. Have we used them in the past? Are we familiar?
Yeah, and Jarrett Gearing is here, who can also help answer this and fill in any gaps that I might have. But this is not a contractor that we've used in the past, but this is a contractor that was well vetted by the engineering company that we've worked with on this particular project. So while we have not used them in the past, we do have great confidence based on what we've heard, based on their reputation, and then other projects that they have completed. And you may have noticed in the background material too, there are a number of projects very similar to this that they have completed recently, so I do think we are comfortable with them as a contractor.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Any other comments, questions, or clarifications? Seeing none, would you please vote on Resolution number 86? Resolution 86 has been approved. Next item on our agenda is Resolution 87. Madam Clerk, when you're ready.
On March 1st, 2022, the City Commission approved an ARPA Community Project grant to the Village Network of Battle Creek to address workforce development and food system gaps within the community. The intent of the grant was to leverage the work of the Village Network members by expanding efforts and further building the capacity of members to provide programs and services to its constituents they serve. Funding for this project is being distributed through the Upjohn Institute in compliance with ARPA guidelines for the subrecipient agreements. Due to the legitimate availability of contractors, the limited availability of contractors, timing of the projects, and the intent of the project to serve Village Network members, Upjohn is seeking an exemption to the competitive bid process for certain contractors and vendors to, as allowed by the Code of Federal Regulations, CFR 200.3200, paragraph C. This resolution, if approved, expressly authorizes a non-competitive procurement in response to a written request from Upjohn as a subrecipient of ARPA funds from the city to support the Village Network project.
I move for the approval of Resolution 87.
Support.
So moved and supported to approve Resolution 87. Are there any commissioners that have any questions, comments, or clarifications? Seeing none, would you please vote on Resolution 87? Resolution 87 has been approved. Next item on our agenda is Resolution 88, and I would just like to make a comment. In the event that this is affirmed by the Battle Creek City Commission tonight, I will defer to the city manager, who has the authority to set the agenda, and he will make that decision whether or not we need to vote on 89. But until that takes place, we need to read the resolution, and I'll defer to the city clerk to do that.
On February 14th, 2023, the City Clerk's Office provided a second revised good faith estimate for FOIA request number 23-124. As permitted pursuant to MCL 15.2344 and City of Battle Creek FOIA Procedures and Guidelines, Section 8, the requester has submitted a written appeal for a fee reduction and claiming the estimate does not include the required multiplier. The City Commission, having given its consideration to the Michigan FOIA and City of Battle Creek FOIA Procedure Guidelines, Section 5, Calculation of Fees, finds that the good faith estimate complies with the law and that reducing the fee in FOIA Request 23-124 would result in an unreasonably high cost to the city for the reasons included in the resolution. This resolution, if approved, affirms the February 14, 2023 second revised good faith estimate fee issued for FOIA request number 23-124 made by the requester pursuant to Michigan FOIA.
I move for the approval of Resolution 88.
Support.
So moved and supported to approve Resolution 88. Are there any comments, questions, or clarifications needed by the City Commission at this time? Seeing none, would you please vote on Resolution 88? Resolution 88 has been approved. I'll now turn it over to our city manager to give us advice.
Yes, Mayor. In light of the approval of Resolution 88, then we will pull Resolution 89 from the agenda.
Thank you very much. Next item on our agenda is general public comment. If you'd like to make general public comment regarding matters over which the City Commission has control, please raise your hand and wait for us to acknowledge you and then come forward to the podium. You will have 3 minutes to make your comment. Please state your name and address prior to beginning your comment so that we can get back to you in the event that we need to get back to you. Is there any public comment at this time? Is there any public comment? Very good. Is there any commission comment? Did we have? State Representative Jim Hodsman, yes.
So thank you, Mayor Benke. I just wanted to tell all the city commissioners and city staff how excited I am that we have the Ford battery plant coming to our community. Many of us worked very diligently to get this accomplished. I'm confident it will be transformational to South Central Michigan, including the Battle Creek and Springfield areas. I will do all I can to ensure that we bring some resources to Battle Creek, given the fact that, and Springfield, given the fact that this is almost assuredly going to change our communities in South Central Michigan. But I think for the betterment, I think this is the best economic news we've had about this region in decades. So I'm thrilled to have participated in that vote last Wednesday and excited to help Battle Creek come up with any resources we need because of that plant coming to South Central Michigan. Thank you.
Thank you, State Representative Jim Hodsman. We also thank you for your vote. Are there any questions of our state representative? All right. Oops.
Mayor, not so much a question, but you talk about additional resources. There has been, I know with the announcement of many thousands of jobs coming with this development, that we don't have anywhere for them to live. And I know there have been numerous housing projects, workforce type housing projects that have had state funding or state elements to these projects, and one recently was not awarded for the development of the former Kmart location. So given the fact that we are going to need we currently need, and we're going to even need more so, housing developments to house the people that we want to work in this. I would hope that that is a very large priority, and I'm sure this is already on your radar, as far as what state resources we can leverage on our community to help, not necessarily subsidize, but give them the tools that they need, developers, to do these kind of projects. I know many times I hear that, hey, we're in the hole, we build a project, but you know, the debt on it is not what the property would be worth once it's finished. So there's that funding gap. Those type of issues need to be addressed, and just please take that back to the state and the administration as hey, Battle Creek needs to be a focus, not just Detroit, not just some of the other larger cities that have these large housing requirements and housing booms going on, that some of our communities like Battle Creek, Marshall need these resources as well. Thank you.
Commissioner Simmons, I absolutely will. I will bring that to our appropriations chair in the House. I have an excellent relationship with her and an excellent relationship with the governor. And I have an excellent relationship with Vice Chair Sophia, who works up there. And she had a sit down with her representative. And I was watching the vote tallies go up on the board last week, Wednesday night. And I was thrilled and surprised that Representative Green from way over in the thumb saw the benefit of this plant to South Central Michigan, to Marshall Township, City of Marshall, to Battle Creek City. I will do whatever I can to try to bring resources home for housing developments to outfit these workers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Simmons and State Representative Jim Hotzma. Are there any other commission comments at this time? Or no, we're on public comments still, right?
Yeah.
Was there a couple more hands up? Kathy, did you want to talk? I thought I saw. All right. Is there any other public comments? Seeing none? Oh, doctor? Oh, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for being brief. Commissioner Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd be remiss if during commission comments I didn't take the opportunity to recognize National Cereal Day. So I'd encourage everybody to go home and take a bite out of what built this place. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Is there any other commission comments at this time? Roger?
One of the citizens gave me a call, and he wasn't able to make it here, but he wanted me to, Jim Stevens, wanted to thank the DBW on the street cleaning and the snow removal, and also on the particular storm pickup and the great job that we feel, both Jim and myself, feel that the city has done. So, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other commission comments? Seeing none, we'll declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you for attending. Please have a good night. Oh, by the way, go to KCC and watch a good basketball game if you have time.